चाहता है.
Dil Chahta Hai completes 10 years, and with me is Ritesh Sidhwani and Farhan Akhtar. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And it's been 10 years, it's a cult film. Did you ever think you'll be creating something like that?
I don't know if you can plan something like this.
Yeah.
You know, you do the best you possibly can. You have a great time making the film. And but I mean, you can't plan it. I mean, I'm thankful for it. I'm really happy it's happened. I'm so fortunate that people remember our first movie that we did, but it's not by design. I mean, to me, I think because of everything that's happened in my life, I've always been very, very dependent on my friends. You know, and for me, they become a lot more like family. So to me, that was kind of nice to explore that in a film and show it in a way that truly exists in society, as opposed to the slightly over-the-top dramatic "Tu mera yaar hai," you know what I mean? So it was nice to do that, and it's nice that people identified with that.
And also, I mean, this was probably the first time that you made a film that you understood. I mean, it was South Bombay, upper middle class families coming together. It wasn't like ki one friend is rich, another one is really poor, or anything of that sort.
You know, I must say, the thing is that, like for example, the school that I went to, you know, there were people and kids from all aspects of life, from all stratas of life, and you never stop to think about, is somebody more well off than you financially? Is somebody not as well off as you financially? You were just friends. Yeah. You know, I mean, money was not even remotely a consideration in terms of bank balance of parents. We had no idea about who their parents were. You know, so friendships were formed not on the basis of economic strata, they were formed on the basis of just the people.
But Ritesh and you have been friends for how long now?
From school.
At what point did you think that, okay, you guys will come together and make a film?
I don't think, I mean, it wasn't planned. But like I said, there was a point where, I mean, I've said it recently also, when Farhan was doing nothing. He used to be sitting at home, and I think Honey Auntie kept telling you have to do something, you know, with your life and go on. I think at some point he started writing. And
there's a saying, kabhi kabhi log jo kuch nahi karte, wo bahut kuch karte. You must understand, I was doing a lot in my head. Many things were going on, plans.
Yeah. What was the first person you showed Dil Chahta Hai to? And what was the
first person? Wow. I think must be the family, I guess. We must have shown it to. Yeah. Possibly.
So that they could finally say that he has done something.
Yeah, just to prove to them that when I was saying I'm going to shoot, I was actually going to shoot. Yeah, I guess it was the family. It must have been his parents, my parents, siblings. I think.
But are they your worst critics?
They're the most honest critics.
Really?
I mean, I hope they never become the worst critics, but they're the most honest. And the thing is, they want us to do well. So they will tell us honestly what they feel about a film. They're not going to like mislead us or, you know, say, great job guys, when they've not liked it. It's not going to happen. And they know enough about movies, you know, and if there's about the craft. And again, of course, as viewers, because they've watched enough films, you know, to give us an honest critique and an honest feedback.
So you never worked on it again after showing your family the work, saying, okay, maybe there were some corrections to be made. Did you go back to the editing
That's
table?
happened, of course. That's happened, I mean, with his parents seeing it, with my parents seeing it. Because it's like when we were talking about Shankar Ehsaan Loy. You know, when you sit in an editing room all day, finally you also start losing objectivity, you know, because you're watching the footage day in and day out. And it takes someone who has no idea of anything, you know, of what the visual flow of the film is. When they come in and sit down, something seems off, and they can point that out to you, you know. So they're seeing it as viewers initially, and they are your first audience, so to speak. So it's important to listen to what they have to say.
So what is it that they changed, that you changed what was originally going to be there?
What was originally going to be there, that changed? God, it's so far back. I mean, I really can't remember.
It was first mistake.
But I think, if at all, there may have been, I think, certain pace issues in the second half that we had done. I remember there were a few scenes in it which we did remove after a first couple of screenings. There was one scene between Akshay and Saif, which we cut down. There was a scene between Dimple and Akshay that was cut down. And there was one episode with Preeti and Aamir, also that was kind of cut down and removed. So I think that happened after the first screening, where people felt the length was a bit long on the second half. That's kind of what I remember, more or less.
Great. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
And now we'll cut this also.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.